Let's have a dancing with the dead. A little time out of my head, forgiving all my great mistakes. Right now, I'm feeling everything I do.
I didn't know if you knew if you thought we were like going. It was freaking me out. I was like, am I not
Back
playing?
again this afternoon. We got Hot Sauce Battle 2020 in association with IamAVL. And here we have Josh Phillips Trio to start us out.
Hey you, let's think of something that is great. Let's think of anything you hate. Go wash our clothes out on the lake. Right now, I'm falling out of in the skies. I'm giving reason for your why. Why don't you step inside with me? With me? Why don't you come along with me? I'm saying thank you for this weed. It's come to bloom with me right now. Hey you, hey you, hey you, you're standing out there in the cold. You're living fast, you're getting old. You're doing everything you're told. Break free. Let's have a dancing with the dead. A little time out of my head, forgiving all my great mistakes. Right now, I'm feeling everything I do. I'm feeling slow, I'm feeling true. And I feel everything I do. Yeah. Hey you. Yeah. Hey you. Hey you. Hey you. Hey you. Hey you. I'm not wearing a mask right now because this is my own microphone, just so everyone knows out there in TV land. And we changed the name of our band because we all live together. That's why we're all here. We're the Cardin Quarantine Band.
I didn't know.
And now for the Hot Sauce Battle.
Thanks, guys. It's great to hear live music on the stage again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
I've been doing this for a week.
Very exciting.
We should get off.
All right, you there?
How are you, buddy?
How are you? Good to see you.
All right. Round two.
Round two, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, so you guys know, so if you're looking at your hot sauces, we're doing top to bottom.
Okay.
So the first one I'll announce will be on the right, second one on the left, and then we'll keep doing that all the way down.
Okay.
Cool.
I mean, these are shot glasses of.
Shot glasses of hot sauce.
Whew.
So,
Some shot sauce.
Thanks guys for coming. That was, as I said, that was the what do you call it, Josh?
Cargin Quarantine Band.
Cargin Quarantine Band.
Nice.
Josh Phillips Trio. That was awesome. Thanks for starting us out on that. Here this afternoon, it was myself again, Justin Ferry with the Orange Pill. We got Joe Marple. We got Nate Smith over there with Wicked Weed Brewing Company, one of our sponsors, and Jonathan Ammons, well-known food writer. Did you say food writer from around here?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's about.
Among
About
many
sums
other,
it up.
many
Wear a
other
lot of
things.
hats.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, tell us a little bit, Joe. We talked about it earlier on. And one of the things that I never knew, and you brought it up again earlier on, Nate, was hops actually intensify the heat of hot sauce.
They crank it right up.
How does it? How does it do that? I mean, what's the? It just does, right?
It's what the hops or a hoppy beer does to your palate after you eat something spicy, and it can be in a good way or a very challenging way. You can have a hoppy beer, an IPA or double IPA with some spicy food, and you're just like, wow, that really does something to that. It pairs well with it. But on the opposite end of that, it can wreck you a little bit. It depends on what type of cuisine you're eating. If it's just, some nice spicy Mexican, Central American food, whatever, it could be fine. It could be perfect. But sometimes it could twist your palate around. But sometimes the bitterness, and it also depends on what type of hops you're using.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
The Citra hops I feel like would work very well with a lot of different spicy foods, cuisines, chilies or whatever, but you could get into a Cascade hop and that may be way different. But it's just what the bitterness of a beer does to your palate that kind of could intensify the heat of certain foods.
Yeah, I used to live in Australia, and there's a lot of really good Indian food in Australia. And my buddies and I would eat like a vindaloo, really, really spicy Indian dish, and would pair it with double IPAs just because we're kind of masochistic about the whole thing. But there was a lot of wiping the brow on those moments. And had we been drinking Pilsner, it would have been a refreshing respite from all that heat. Which is why I brought Uncle Rick's Pilsner for us to enjoy.
We appreciate that. I think we're at the, just because it's you guys, the round that we did of the hot sauces earlier was a little bit lighter on the spice. Mm-hmm. This is more like the Sado masochistic round.
Let's get it.
That I brought here just for you guys. So to start off, the first battle we have Sawhorse, and who is from Sawhorse?
Stuart Lyon.
Stuart Lyon?
That's his. He's the maker of the sauce. He's the sous chef there.
And his sauce name for this one is Danny Pancakes Egg Sauce. I don't think we talked much about it earlier on, but there's an extra prize in this thing for the best name.
Oh, nice.
I think you've also got some good ones here. And they're going up against Ryan Klein from Zombra, who's got Dragon Skeet.
Dragon Skeet #1.
Quite sure what Dragon Skeet is, if you guys
We're about to
could-
find out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that entails. It definitely looks like there's some familiar ingredients, but I don't know. Let's
Man,
give
Sawhorse.
Sawhorse a run here.
which one?
Sawhorse
Sawhorse is
on
on the right.
Sawhorse is on the
Sawhorse
right.
is on the
Okay.
right.
Heard.
How are we?
Zombra
How
on
are
the
we?
left.
Are we just
Ryan
shooting
Klein
these,
on
or
the
are we?
left.
You've got chips, so you can take them with chips. You can take them with chips.
All right.
I personally am a bit of a. I'll drink it.
I mean, I'll see how we're going here.
I like super spicy up front.
Yeah, there's definitely
Really
some heat to
vinegary.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of like a crystal or like one of those classic kind of vinegar.
Louisiana style.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely vinegary. I think they use mostly red jalapenos in that sauce, the Sawhorse sauce. But I think what they do with it is it pairs very well with eggs and breakfast type foods, and I think that's why they make it that way. But
Totally.
this could work really well on a lot of different things, like
Yeah, that's a
Sort-
wide variety sauce, and it's not overpowering,
Yeah.
which is nice.
No,
There's
it's
still
not going to
flavor to it,
overpower the
there's still-
food that you're eating.
That's a brunch crusher.
Yeah.
That one's ready
Someone
to
tell
roll
me
for
about
brunch.
Sawhorse. I'm not familiar with their place.
It's like northern comfort foods. So like think like Montreal through like upstate New York.
Yeah.
His family ran like a lumber camp, and they do kind of classic diner style greasy spoon comfort foods from the Northeast.
Very
and,
cool.
It's
That's
quite
out
good.
New
There's a
Leicester
lot
Highway. Is that right?
Huh?
It's on New Leicester Highway, just
Yeah.
about a quarter mile off of Patton.
of yeah. It's Dan
right-
Silo runs it. He used to
Yeah.
be one of the guys at Buxton Hall.
Yeah, he was the original sous chef at Buxton, and they're really doing a great job. I mean, a lot of what they do is simple, but they make everything there, from the cheese curds for the poutine, the sausages, best pancakes you could get in this town, or maybe in the Southeast. I'm not playing.
That's
Yeah, his buckwheat
Yeah.
pancakes are
No,
not
the
messing
pancakes
around.
are. I'm not even a pancake guy, but sometimes I just got to get one. And,
Tops them with duck confit and yeah.
Oh yeah, he does that for dinner. He does buckwheat pancake
Quite
with
good.
duck confit, cheddar, and salt potatoes, I think.
Yeah.
sounds awful.
No, you dig it the most, man.
That
You
sounds
would,
really, really
you would
good.
like that place. Check it out sometimes. And they're doing takeout food, as a lot of these places are. He's been doing 2 weeks on, 1 week off, and he's definitely on this week. So,
Oh, cool.
but
And
yeah,
also Stuart Lyons, who made the sauce, he was the sous chef at Knife and Fork.
yeah,
And he's
Yeah.
got a great pedigree as well. He just got back he lived in Germany for a little bit, and then came back and started working with them at Sawhorse. And yeah,
Didn't he do some work with one of David Chang's restaurants up in New York too?
I know he was up in New York. I don't remember where he worked in New
If
York.
I'm not mistaken, I don't know. Stuart's not one that talks a lot about his accomplishments, but he's accomplished.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go ahead and move on.
Dragon Ski.
Yeah, Dragon Ski, Ryan Klein, Zambra, one of the all-time favorite Asheville restaurants for dinner, if you're a smart person.
This
Because
certainly smells funky.
I like
The name fits with the smell of it.
I have a feeling there's ramps in this one too, because
Yep.
I think that's the funkiness that's in the nose there. So
A little more viscous than the previous.
definitely, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is hard
Some
to
thickness.
pour.
Shout out to Peter and Stacy at Zambra.
Yeah.
Love you guys. That's where I met Justin Farabee. We were both working there together.
Is that the first or second date that we had?
Oh man, they all run together because they all end the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's Groundhog Day in the best way.
Well, that one's significantly hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one
Not
kind of
on
had
the-
a slow build to it, but it's.
It's hot on the backside.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Sweet, it's sweet in the front,
Yep.
hot in the back. Just
Do we
how-
know,
just
have
how I
they
like
told
it.
us what they're making these with?
Some people have sent their ingredients along, some people have not. But I didn't get an ingredient list on this one.
Well, I think that might be airball chilies. Could be guajillo. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure it's probably a mixture. I'd say there's definitely ramps in there, and I think it's another one with a little bit of a ferment to it. But it's really nice.
You gonna start the voting on that one?
No, I'm gonna take a minute and I'm gonna crack an Uncle Rick's, and
Good man.
because I gotta stew on this for a second, man.
Nate, what do you got? Why don't you
phrasing.
start us off on the voting?
You can be biased and you can be right at the same time. It's not mutually exclusive. I'm going with the Zambra Dragon Ski. I like the slow burn. I'm still enjoying it. It's my first forehead sweat. I like that it's a little bit adventurous with the funkiness with the ranch dressing in it. That's a little bit different. Love traditional Louisiana style, peppers and vinegar hot sauce, but Zambra's going to take round one for me.
Mr. Ammons.
Oh man, I'm kind of torn on this one. I might need to pass off for a minute because my thing is like, I like the viscosity of the Dragon Ski, but the other one I think just has kind of a classic hot sauce feel. It just feels really old school.
Mm-hmm.
It does have that crystal hot sauce feel, which is like my favorite hot sauce in the world.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm kind of torn.
All right. I'll go ahead. Well, go on, Jeff. You get that second vote.
Yeah, dude, I love both restaurants. I love everyone involved. Man, I gotta throw the second vote for Ryan and Zambra. it was just a little more complex in a good way. I love that hot sauce that Sawhorse brings to the table, which is literally at their table. And like John said, it's classic, it's great, it's vinegar, it's red chili, perfect. But I got to lean towards Zomra in a very, very close decision. But
Fair.
yeah,
That was a tough one. Those are both awesome.
So just a little bit about Ryan's sauce. Peppers are Fatali, Trinidad, Scorpion, New Mexico yellow, ferment 7 days with
was wrong about the chilies.
With annatto seeds. So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to, just based on the heat and the way it sat, that slow burn, I'm gonna go with Ryan Klein over at Zomra as well. Get the last vote, Joe.
It is good heat. It's good level. Yeah, I'll go with you. Although I don't know. I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna go Sawhorse.
You're gonna go Sawhorse?
I like that kind of watery classic vinegar. It's more universally applicable. I feel like this one, or the one from Zomra, I wouldn't use on everything. But but the other one I feel like I would use on everything, and I kind of like that it's not insanely spicy. I think it's kind of nice that one's kind of mild, because you could actually put that one on the dinner table and leave it there for anybody.
Yeah.
And
Or
you wouldn't have to warn
breakfast or
anybody.
brunch table for that matter.
Yeah.
So first one out, we got Ryan Klein with Dragon Skeet from Zomra goes through
Yeah.
to the next round.
Good job, both of y'all.
Nate, Wicked Weed, tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing during this time, delivery and all the fun stuff.
Absolutely. So our kitchen's still open at the pub. We're doing food pickup and delivery through Grubhub. If people want to check that out, we also have awesome beer specials. We're doing beer delivery within 10 miles of the pub, and you can source all that information through the website, wickedweedbrewing.com. Super easy. We're also running specials this week. Uncle Rick's Pilsner, among others, $19.99 a case. Brands like Lieutenant Dank are $24.99 a case, which is huge discount for some really, really good fresh beer. So if people, they want to scratch that going to the pub, having a good time itch, but they need to do it on their back porch, Wicked Weed can facilitate. We've also converted our kitchen at the Funkatorium/Cultura to work with Food Connection to deliver food to the community, and we're doing approximately 1,000 meals per day out of that kitchen right now. So we're really proud of that, and we're going to keep that rolling.
That's very cool. And I also hear you guys have extended it. You're feeding your staff during this as well.
We absolutely are. So yeah, all the employees are able to come to the pub and get 1 meal per day made by our staff. So we're keeping those people working in the kitchen busy, and keeping our staff who aren't able to work because of COVID-19 fed. And I personally have enjoyed that. I've gone on a Saturday picnic with my wife and picked up food from the pub for that. So really proud of Wicked Weed and how they're staying involved with the community, taking care of their employees, and offering some really good food and beer specials to the greater Asheville community during this time.
Yeah, good on y'all for that. Like, as I was saying earlier, kudos to anyone that's taking care of their staff/family over the past month or two and throughout this. I really appreciate that, and I'm sure everyone around town, particularly your staff, does too. So
thank you for saying that.
Seriously, great.
It means a lot. We're gonna keep it rolling, and we really appreciate it.
And that Food Connection thing has been great. Just they're doing Masonic Temple, giving out food every Saturday to service industry employees that are out of work. And I mean, I've benefited from that. I know several other people that have, and it's just been a really great service to the community. That's been wonderful. And that huge donation that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, so we've had an anonymous donation for a whole lot of money that's made that possible as well. So it's weird because I can't really throw out a shout out for an anonymous donation, but it's much appreciated. And I think that speaks to the character of what makes Asheville great. We are a real community here. And we at Wicked Weed are thrilled to be able to partner with somebody like that to do something so helpful for our community. So thanks to you guys.
Cool. Thanks for shining a light on that. I'm sure there's a lot of people in the community that weren't aware of that. So that's really cool. We're
It's
excited.
here. The resource is here, and it will continue to be for a while.
Cool. So let's go on to the next tasting here. We've got, if you guys are familiar with Ox Bar and Stephen Goff.
Yes.
We have the aptly named Banana Erection. So I'm sure you'll be able to taste some banana in there. And that's going up against the Strawberry Hot Sauce. That hot sauce over there from
I'm inclined
AJ,
to like both of these.
from AJ at Black Bear Barbecue. So
Oh yeah.
this is a good head-to-head. I'm excited about this one.
It's fantastic.
Oh my God.
Two
The
talented fellows there.
textures on these are intense.
The first one is Goff's, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Banana erection.
Banana Erection.
Can't
That
wait
is-
to taste your erection, Steve.
Very, very
That
smooth.
is real bizarre.
It works though.
No worries, brother. I'll try not to knock that water bottle over.
Can we peanut gallery down here? Is that okay?
I think so.
I wanted to say
It's
something.
encouraged.
Give us some zappers.
I don't know if anybody can
Zingers.
hear you down there, but
That brief description on this one, I guess, that I got from Steve was caramelized bananas, brown sugar,
I taste that.
also fermented chili. I taste a little more spice in there. I think we got some allspice or clove, perhaps, and maybe some cumin.
definitely.
Really nice, a little on the sweet side. Decent heat.
It's good. It's not bad.
No, it's good.
How are you even supposed to eat these?
This one, I think you just gotta dive in with your.
Go with the
This
finger.
is the thought sauce.
This is not
strawberry
COVID-19
hot
approved,
sauce
by the way.
from,
No.
We don't
AJ at Black Bear.
suggest
Let me,
anyone else do this.
Once again, everybody remember to try to cleanse their palates in between too, so we don't get too much crossover
Touche.
with beer, water, whatever it may be.
Is there some meat in that?
No. In AJ's, bird's eye chili, habanero, jalapeno, strawberries, ginger, a lot of garlic. Finished it with lemon and champagne vinegar, I believe.
All right.
What he said. So
It's very barbecuey,
Yeah.
yeah, well,
And I
that's
really
his
thought
forte.
both-
which I dig. Yeah.
Both of these smelled way spicier than they tasted.
Agreed.
Yeah, not a ton of heat. I haven't. I'm just still checking out the aroma and texture, and viscosity of AJ's here.
And
I
then
don't know
strawberry
hot sauces with this kind of like viscosity.
A little too thick.
Yeah, it's like peanut butter more than a hot sauce.
Is that more of a case of like, you know, how you know, a lot of people will just kind of like reduce it, kind of put it through a strainer, and then so you just get the juice and then, you know, leave that way? Or how do they do that, Joe?
Well, a lot of times when making, I mean, it depends on what type of sauce you're making, but when making a hot sauce, I mean, yeah, you have all this pulp from different chilies and vegetables and onions, garlic, spices, whatever you may be using, or herbs. And then, to me, you're going to take that and you're going to run it through a fine mesh sieve, strainer. I mean, and then you can blend it back. I mean, I feel like this one, that it may have been one of those where they used an immersion blender and
Right.
just kind of just puree everything.
So you're
They-
keeping the skins in there too, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get rid of some of the more fibrous things, but I don't mind the thickness of it, but that makes it
Less
you know,
applicable.
you can't just like pour it on something. You're gonna have
Yeah.
to spread it on something, which I don't have a problem with, but the flavor's good.
I'll tell you the reason why I don't like the thick viscosity ones is because they're not as useful in soups and stews. They don't disperse as
true.
well when you use them, and I feel like the ones that have a little more liquid to them have more applicability across the spectrum of the foods you're going to use. Because I'm not the type of person that keeps a ton of hot sauces around. I've got like 3 or 4.
Right.
You know, you got like Valentina for your tacos. You got like Crystal for everything else. And but I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm a minimalist.
And so both Ox Bar and the barbecue, Black Bear Barbecue, are both open during this as well, and still doing curbside food, right?
I'm not sure if Oxbar is doing curbside. I'm pretty sure that they are, and they're definitely, doing the delivery services, Grubhub, DoorDash, whatever it may be. And yeah, same thing with Black Bear. So yeah, they're both offering up food. Have been pretty much throughout the whole thing. So
who wins this one?
time to make a decision, I guess. I'm gonna jump out first here, and I'm gonna go with Goff's from Oxbar. I like, as far as a complete combination of flavors, I do like AJ's a little bit better, but I'm gonna agree with Ammons here because I want it to be just a little bit more saucy. It's just a little bit too viscous. And I like the blend of spices, whatever he may have did in the banana erection. That's one flavorful erection right there. It's just top notch.
I gotta agree.
Yeah, I'm going with Goff.
I gotta agree that the banana flavor's really odd. It's unusual, but it works. And I can see that working on a lot of different types of food as well. Like that on eggs would be great. That on, any kind of sandwich would be great. Yeah, I'd take that one.
Banana erection for you as well?
Yeah.
Nate?
I'm living in strawberry thought Sauceville over here for sure.
Okay.
I really like burritos. Lisa over at Mamacita's can attest to that. I'm there all the time. And the idea of spreading this on like a carnitas burrito is the first thing that occurred to me when I tasted it. I think that more viscous sauce texture. You're absolutely right, Jonathan, that it's not nearly as versatile. Agreed. But like Mexican food's my favorite cuisine. Love burritos. This on top of a carnitas burrito would be epic. So I gotta throw the vote that way. Strawberry thought sauce.
That's a really good point. I mean, certain foods it's going to work really well on, and I mean that it's something that you wouldn't have in a bottle to dump in your soup or on your grits or whatever.
It'd have to be a squeeze bottle.
Yeah. I mean, you would have it in a jar with a spoon, and, And also, remember AJ saying that he was going to have it on his brisket burnt-in sandwich on special today. If anybody wants to go check that out. So I don't know. That leaves you, Justin.
That's a tough one.
It is.
I like how like you both said, like how this can be used for more things, more dishes. The flavor profile on AJ is really kind of like it hit it. It was enjoyable, super enjoyable. I'm gonna go with Stephen Goff on this one. Put him through the next round on that. I think
Steve is the man.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good one. Banana erection for the win. 3-1.
Very aromatic. That's what I like the most
Super.
about
Yeah.
Really, really, really good.
And that banana flavor, that's just bizarre. That's a strange way to go, and it actually worked.
In a super fun way, yeah.
Yeah, it worked.
So Firewalker Hot Sauce, I mentioned this earlier on, they kind of came up and they're going to give an extra prize on top of the first, second, and third that we have for the most alternative of hot sauces. So that's definitely one to throw out there, I think.
Yeah, I think that qualifies for sure.
We had a curried one earlier on, which worked pretty well. So that also. So next round. This is the one that I've been and you know these guys. Well, you all know these characters. We've got Josh Dillard here with Leche de Tigre. And on the front of the bottle there is the Tiger King. Is it Tiger King? Is that show that everyone's going crazy for?
Yeah.
Very much so.
There's a photo of that. And he's going up against Andrew Boyd. And he's got the Ash and Brine. It's the Caribbean Kulo Destroyer.
Ooh.
So
I am inclined to vote for that without tasting either one of them.
and he's not current. He's obviously Josh Dillard is with Bhramari, one of our other sponsors, Bhramari Brewing Company, just down this road here. And then Andrew Boyd is, as we labeled him, a social influencer. Anyone who knows?
Yeah. I forgot to add that to the bracket. it was hilarious. So yeah. Oh, Andrew.
It's kind of difficult with social distancing.
Well, thankfully, so most social influencing is online, so he can do it from his couch, he probably always has.
He's been doing it from his Instagram account, I think.
Right.
You can get on there and watch him cook a steak or make something else. I don't know. All right, so Josh is first, I guess. Ooh, super fresh.
Citrusy.
Yeah, a lot of bright citrus flavor in
Yeah,
that. For
really
sure.
bright.
And this has kind of a pale yellow color, like a really odd color to it.
It looks like Firewalker.
It does.
What's the name of this one?
This is the leche de tigre.
That is far milder than I was expecting.
Yeah. But super fresh on the ingredients up front. Super, like, very vibrant kind of nose to it, you know?
Good texture to it.
Yeah, it's really fresh. It's got nice and citrusy. Really good color.
Is it a lime?
Good aroma. To me, it's a little bit bitter.
Yeah, is he using lime or citric
little
acid
bitter.
in this in some way?
I don't know. It may be just citrus zest
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a little bit too much of it.
I kind of like that though. I feel like
I
that
don't
on a
mind it.
food would really pop. You know?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's got the citrus acidity, but not too much vinegar acidity, which isn't a bad thing. But I don't.
That'd be great fish taco sauce.
This would be
Totally.
perfect for a lot of different fish or seafood.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I wouldn't put it on pork or any red meats or anything like that.
neither.
But it would be great on seafood. It would make a good mignonette for an oyster.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And someone
Oh,
said,
yeah, that'd be
someone
great
said,
with an
talking
oyster.
about Bhramari though, like someone said that they have someone who said it here, they're doing a deep dish pizza during this time.
Oh wow.
That
Yeah.
they don't normally do on the menu. And I think it was someone that said, one of the judges from earlier on, they're like, it's probably one of the best pizzas that they've ever had. So that's something to keep in
I mean,
mind.
I am not a fan of deep dish, but I'll give it a shot. Casserole of pizza.
And
Yeah,
Josh,
that's what it is. More of a casserole than it is pizza.
The Midwesterners got their hand on
Yeah.
that Italian recipe, and it's like it needs to be deeper, thicker, and have more butter and carbs in it, doesn't it?
No offense, Chicago peeps, but it's more of a casserole than it is a pizza, in my opinion.
Sacrilege.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Do the call-ins. Can we go live? Can we go live to Wisconsin on 3?
Don't at me.
so Josh just said, he said that has the juice and the zest of the lime.
Yeah,
in there.
I can definitely taste the zest.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I like the acidity of that one. That's
The heat's
lovely.
very easy to handle on that one too. So
Right? Just not too much, but you know it's there.
It's
still a hot
almost
sauce
too
for
mild,
sure,
but I feel like it would work really
All
well.
right.
I thought you said this was like the
You know, just from knowing some of the characters that put these sauces together,
You would think.
I thought we were going to get
Josh and Gary would be hauling in some nuclear warheads for
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
right? You would think that.
but it's well balanced, all of it. I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with
So
it.
this is Boyd's Burn My Culo Destroyer, or what is
The
Caribbean.
Caribbean Culo Destroyer.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little thicker.
Yeah, definitely. it's
tomato
another
based on
thick
this one, we think?
Or burrito sauce.
Yeah.
You've got some pineapple going in there.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Ooh.
Immediate pineapple with.
I'm gonna drink Lieutenant Dank with this. That pineapple is gonna be great with those
You're like,
hops.
take that up a notch.
Bam. Yeah, we can crank these up. a
Okay,
bit.
there comes the heat at the end.
Yeah.
You don't get it immediately for sure.
late.
I'm still not getting it.
Yeah.
I'm just not getting any heat on this one.
It kind of hits you in the back. It's not intense at all. It's,
No,
The heat's
it's
kind of
the-
subtle.
It's like those fireworks that barely come up above the mountain range and just sizzle.
Oh,
Okay. All right. That's going to be a tough one.
yeah.
The flavor's good though, like it's a
See the
sweetness to
difference?
it. There's a tomatoey thing.
Try it with the Dank.
All right.
Changes the profile totally.
Yeah.
Join you in that.
Beer pairing.
Okay.
That was a good idea.
Don't tempt me to double
This
fist on
isn't
the
a
stage of
super hoppy
orange
bitter.
peel.
It's not overwhelming, man.
I
It's
think Haley's watching. I think
And that one's not super spicy, so it's not gonna twist my palate around, I don't think.
Justin, do you have a question about it?
I don't have a question yet. No, I'm deliberating.
You've got your thinking cap on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna have trouble making a decision here too.
Both nice sauces.
it's not easy. I will say this at this point, that if we can't come up with a decision on stage, Jacob
Yeah, he's our tiebreaker.
is our tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or if he doesn't want to do the hot sauce, then I know John Hansen will definitely come up here and
Deal.
Who's doing our sound and lights this afternoon. So
Cool. I was
Time to
wondering how
vote.
that'd go with four of us.
it's time to vote, guys.
I'll throw my hat in the ring first. Caribbean sauce, because of the way that it pairs with the hops in a West Coast style IPA. All day, man. That's me voting for it.
All right, Jonathan,
I'm gonna go with our first one.
you're gonna go with Josh Dillitz from Bhramari.
Yeah, I think that had a little more heat, a little more good texture to it,
Leche de
good
Tigre.
flavor.
All right.
It's a great name.
One word, great name and
Great name.
bottle. And you guys, they really went all out with the labels on that as well. I was pretty impressed. All right, Joe. Actually, can I vote so I don't have to make the decision?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
last time.
Yeah, go
They
ahead.
were like, don't ever. I'm gonna go. That's a tough one, man. I'm gonna go on the balance of that, just on the heat, on the way that came back out. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Josh Dillard on that one.
All right.
Decision time.
So that leaves it up to me.
And remember, if it goes to a tie, then we've got one of a few other people out here that can come up
Yeah.
and be the tiebreaker.
Well, that's what's happening for the first time because I'm gonna go for Andrew's Kulo Destroyer, and Kulo Destroyer. I like the texture of Josh's sauce better, but I like the flavor way more and the heat that Jonathan said he didn't get it. I got it. I got it, and I really enjoyed it. So who's gonna be our guy?
Who's gonna be the? All right,
Tiebreaker.
let's go.
Yes, bring in a Lieutenant Dank. I know where he's going to lean. Love it. Love it.
How did we end up with only 4 judges?
You need another one?
We weren't gonna go
Even
with.
number of judges?
We were gonna go
An
with
even number
3.
of judges.
You know,
It's worked out so far. Yeah.
we put it together pretty quickly, you know. So
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah, we didn't plan this for months.
So you've got them in the middle here. You've got this one is Josh Dillard over at Bhramari, and this one is Andrew Boyd. And Jacob, while you're tasting them as well, while you're thinking about that, tell us a little bit about Devil's Foot. I know Devil's Foot has also done some cool things during this time.
Yeah, we are bringing a green hot sauce to you real soon. I don't know when you're tasting that one.
Tomorrow.
Baby Yoda.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
For the thicker one, you can grab a chip out of there if
Thank
you
you,
like.
sir.
I've been sanitizing the hell out of my hands all day.
And the chip.
And feel like a thicker sauce needs a chip. Can't really shoot that one.
Oh no.
Staining that peerless shirt there.
Don't worry, I did it to myself already earlier.
Yep. Got a fresh one right there.
Oh wow. It comes on hard at the end, huh?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Andrew Boyd.
All right.
Gonna go with Boyd?
Yeah.
Caribbean Kulo Destroyer.
Destroyer. That is the one.
Boyd's the winner.
All right.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right. Thanks, man.
All right. Well,
Are there any other random people we can call off the street for third-party judges?
I'm sure. I'm sure. All right, that was kind of fun. That was the first. We're the first one that we've actually tied on, and we've had to pull someone else.
Yeah.
So I kind of like
Been
Had to go to the lightning round.
3-1
Yeah.
every time.
So Jonathan, during this time, what have you been up to? Tell everyone a little bit about what you've been doing.
I mean, I'm a freelance writer, and most freelance places, or most publications, have kind of just narrowed down. So I had 7 streams of work that were just cut off,
Wow.
and I had no income. And I immediately had to figure out a way to just keep myself busy until I could figure out what to do. And so we took Dirty Spoon, the radio show that I do. We're kind of a consumable culture journal, which mainly focuses around food, but we leave that brand consumable culture to include music and art and any kind of craft that people do, any kind of creative work that other people have to consume. And I run that with Catherine Campbell. She does a lot of marketing for restaurants in the area. She's running the Asheville Strong campaign right now. She helped found that to help save a lot of these local independent restaurants. But we just turned Dirty Spoon into, it used to be a monthly show where we would source stories from all around the country from people that work in the service industry and have professional voice actors read them. Or even people that wanted to break into the voice acting industry that worked in the service industry. But we mainly source stories from people that work in food and art from people that work in food to illustrate those stories, and then we turn it into kind of This American Life for chefs. Well, we couldn't do that with this current format, so we just started doing a 2 to 3 day a week interview series with people all over the country and how they're being affected by this and what they're doing to get by.
Very cool.
And it's all different themes of people, or all different fields of people. You just find that on anywhere you get your podcasts, looking for Dirty Spoon Radio Hour. And it's been great. We checked in London with the woman who's an immigrant from Hong Kong yesterday, and she's learning to cook the food she grew up with and showing everyone else how to do it too, with just classic Cantonese foods while she's isolated in London apart from her family. And
That's really cool.
calling her mom, getting recipes, just things like that, people like that we're talking to that are doing really cool things, and learning about how people all over the world are dealing with this and how they're getting by and what they're doing in their communities to make their communities more resilient. So.
No, I really appreciate what y'all are doing with that, Jonathan. I mean, a lot of it is pertinent information that a lot of us need to hear, and it's really informative, and a lot of times it's fun, a lot of times it's serious, but yeah, nice work so far. I've been keeping up with most of it when I can. So
yeah, and Joe's been on it too about his sandwich.
Yeah. I appreciate you hitting me up and putting me on there too. That was a lot of fun. Made my day having that interview with you. It was fun, even though you were giving me some shit. But that's all right. That's what it was all about.
You want to put a hot dog on a sandwich bracket? I'll give you shit all day.
I'm gonna do it. My bracket. I'm gonna do it.
Nate, did you get up on March Sadness? Are you familiar with what happened?
No, please.
Oh, it was epic.
So Joe put together. It was right about the time that everyone kind of had to stay home.
Right.
And it was
Right around the 15th.
A battle of sandwiches. It was right about the same time you would have March Madness.
Yeah, the basketball tournament.
Yeah.
We called it March Sadness. So it
This
was like,
branding is amazing.
and it was fantastic.
Like a little brainchild, man.
It was like the highlight of most people's day. They were just like all of a sudden,
Waiting
being
for
at
me to
home for
put-
like 2 or 3 days. You're like,
Yes.
I'm gonna go crazy here. Who won? What was the winning sandwich?
The Philly cheesesteak was the winning sandwich of the entire bracket. It was a field of 32, just like this.
Fair.
And as I was saying earlier in our first portion of this, I just sat there at my dining room table with my fiance looking over me, and I'm drawing out a bracket because I got into a big sandwich discussion. I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm doing this. I'm
we'll
bored.
settle this. We will settle this.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't know, but it's going on there. Damn it.
Tacos go on there as a
No,
sandwich?
no tacos. I put a torta on there, of course, but
Okay.
I didn't put a taco because I don't know. Okay, here's my dilemma.
Do we have a working definition of sandwich? Because hot dog, my working definition of sandwich, hot dog technically would fit, although it doesn't feel like a sandwich.
It's on a roll. It's on a split roll.
Sure.
Just like a lot of hoagies are.
Fair.
It's a cased meat,
Right.
but so is a sausage or a bratwurst. That's still called a sandwich sometimes. So
Right.
why wouldn't a hot dog be
If a
considered
meatball
one?
grinder is a sandwich,
Yeah,
then a hot dog
and
should
that,
be a sandwich,
That
right?
went to the Final Four.
There we go.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. I had it listed as a hoagie, but hoagie, grinder, sub, it all depends
That
on.
gets into Philadelphia semantics and fistfights.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think the thing that was the best part about it was right at the beginning of this whole thing, We were all fresh out of work. Everybody was kind of nervous about what to do. And sports were canceled. Everything else was gone. It just gave a great excuse to shit talk in a way that you weren't talking about anything serious. And it was just fun. And nobody could possibly be offended because you shit talked a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
We need that sort of thing right now.
Yeah.
Although if you do it now, people have been stuck at home for over a month. I'm sure like
We might have a lot of pent-up aggression.
we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Don't you put relish on that.
I will meet you at the park.
6 feet apart.
I will bludgeon you to death the
I'm
next
gonna
time
shake
I
my
see
finger
you.
at you, sir.
I'll bite my thumb at you. All right, so you want to get into this last matchup?
The final,
I'm excited
final
about this last one. So the first one that we're gonna try it's from Matthew Ramsey, whose birthday it is today. He's celebrating his birthday. This is going up against Blake Elledge. Blake Elledge, who was doing our quarantine music series in association with IamAVL when this all started, and he was kind of doing a stream of local musicians that was really, really cool. And and you had an option to tip the musicians.
That's awesome.
Through that, as we all know, like the music industry has definitely been hit hard by this, and it was one of the first to be hit, and I think it'll be one of the last to bounce back, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sadly agree.
But if you go, this is just selfish for me, really. If there's the hashtag save our stages, a lot of local independent music venues from around the country are kind of jumping on that. So that's just a little note from that. But yep, this is Blake Elledge's Hot Sauce. And this is the one that's 2 million Scoville. That's the second one that you're going to try.
The second one. Yeah.
The second one, okay.
The first one.
Tell us the first one again.
So the first one is called Strawberry Bliss and is from Matthew Ramsey. And the second one is called Devil Baby. And that is from Blake Elledge, who's actually starting a hot sauce company, I believe.
Well, it looks like he is from the label that I was looking at. So
Great smell on this first one.
It's a lot thicker, good smoke on it.
yeah, we had like at least 3 very thick ones this round, which I don't mind.
Strawberry Bliss has a really late hit of heat as
There's
well.
no heat up front on this.
None. Zero.
At all.
I'm
It
not-
just
You
tastes like
get
a
it
tomato
afterwards.
sauce up front.
It's not extreme in any
Yeah,
way.
I'm not getting much heat at all.
But
Just a little
it's
bit.
late. Yeah.
It's almost like a chow chow,
Right? It's good though, I like it.
like a non-turmeric based chow chow.
No, there's good flavor there. I don't taste the strawberries. Kind of got lost.
It has kind of that pithiness of a strawberry, but nothing else.
Yeah, I guess so. But there's not much of that pop of the tartness. But there's a little bit of sweetness, but there's not much of the tartness that you would get from a strawberry hot sauce.
But this as a sauce on something would be good. Like if you were using this, it doesn't have a lot of applications, but like on a taco,
Yeah, sure.
this would be great.
On
If
a
you had like
taco,
onions,
on
cilantro, some kind of meat,
carnitas,
and
it's like
this
you
on top of
said
it,
about
it'd be quite good.
Yeah. No, not a bad sauce by any means.
Yeah,
I
it's
want a
quite a
little
lovely
more
sauce.
heat, and I wouldn't mind a little more of a spice profile in general.
Yeah, it's so much
maybe
more
even a-
chutney-esque.
Yeah, chutney, compote.
Yeah, chutney's the word for it.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
All right, so I don't have too much of this one, but I have a feeling I'm not going to need too much. Good on you, Justin, for putting this one last.
Yeah. Well played.
Yeah.
What kind of peppers are we dealing with on this one?
So
Reaper Scorpion, is that?
So he wrote on, Blake wrote this, to whom it may concern, this bottle of hot sauce is the flagship sauce of Devil Baby. Hot sauce is made with 100% organically grown, homegrown Ghost and Carolina Reaper peppers. This sauce is 100% organic and vegan. But yeah, 2 million Scoville.
I already smell the Reaper. All right, you bastard.
Oh my god. I can smell this.
You son of a...
Yeah.
So I noshed mine early, and I liked it. I thought the heat was pretty well balanced. That said, it's still building.
First.
Yeah, so it's taking a little while, the forehead sweat is ratcheting up a couple notches.
Oh man, immediate hit right on the tongue for me.
Whoa.
There's not a lot of flavor though.
I disagree. I disagree. I like.
You want me to step out the way and you guys can...
I'm just getting tomato pasty kind of flavor.
I'm not rating the
no,
size
but-
of the sample I took. The heat is continuing.
Yeah. Oh, here it comes.
Yeah, it's
There
building.
it goes.
If we'd have done this one first,
Everything else would have been hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's gonna stick
I'm going
with
to try
me
not to drink anything
all day.
for a minute.
I'll be taking that one with me on the drive home.
You'll be waking up with that one tomorrow morning as well, probably.
Ooh.
In some fashion.
Yeah, it'll be coming out the other end.
Well, I'm gonna throw my vote in. I like that heat. I like the balance. I'm going with Devil Baby.
Justin, I gotta say, man, you name a hot sauce Devil Baby. It better be a Satan spawn. It better make you sweat like I am. It better make your eyes water. And it's doing it. It delivered. This is what it said it would be. I'm throwing my weight behind that one too. God, it's throwing a lot of weight into me right now.
Yeah, you seem to be hurting over there.
I took such a big bite of that. It's so dumb.
Oh, yeah. I did it all at once.
I
And
have
it's
to know,
lingering.
Justin, you're British, right?
Yes.
How the hell does a British person develop such a love for spicy flavors, seeing as you came from the most bland foods
A lot of
in
curry
the
over
world?
there, though.
So yeah.
He
So
did it to overcome racism.
so
It didn't work.
wow. I did. My stepmom is Indian. So I grew up eating a lot of Indian food, and I thank the Indian people that live in England for bringing some flavor into my life as a younger kid. Because otherwise I'd have just grown up with overboiled vegetables and nothing with salt or pepper.
Yeah,
The national dish of England is curry now, is it not?
It is now. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. Yep.
tikka
It's a
masala,
welcome
yeah.
improvement.
It's not spotted dick.
Not technically curry,
No.
but it is a type.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got I don't know, I'm not getting much flavor on this one. I'm just getting heat on this one.
I got the flavor in the beginning.
Me too.
But it's a one-note instrument.
But is that bad?
Yes, nobody wants to hear a one-note flute.
Fair. That's
There are
flute.
very few bands that will
from
bring
the
you in to
beer
play a
side.
one-note flute.
I'm coming from the beer side. If you have a double IPA, for example, like Freaking Nature, it's just a hoppy bomb
Yeah,
that's not balanced, just focused on that hop. So people that really like that are going to enjoy that beer.
but I also hate those beers.
Jonathan, I'm saying this as a friend. I really want to come on the Dirty Spoon and talk to you because I feel like we have opposite palates. We have similar outlooks to life and opposite palates. So I think we could have some nice battles.
I mean, I
think you
can't
do,
help the fact that you need overpowering flavors to enjoy your food. I just like nuanced flavors.
Need is not the word for me. I like nuanced flavors as well. I appreciate something that's a little gratuitous. It's over the top. I mean, shit, we've all eaten at the Cheesecake Factory, have we not?
No,
I've never
actually,
eaten at a
never have.
Cheesecake Factory in my life. I think you're the only person that's ever eaten at a Cheesecake Factory on this stage.
The menu weighs 47 pounds and it's 3,000 pages.
I've heard
I think it's just a King James Version Bible.
No, I'm gonna go with the first one that we tried because the flavor of that one is actually really complex and interesting, and it barely qualifies as a hot sauce, but it does technically. And
Strawberry
I wish
chutney.
everything had the heat of the second one that we tried today because the heat's actually great on this. Like I'm still feeling it. It's nice. That's what I want if I'm buying a hot sauce. A label of hot sauce is like actual heat that I can dash on and add to my food.
True that.
And I feel like we didn't get that across the board here.
I think on these last two, these would be the first two sauces presented in the board that I think would be really good combined.
Yeah.
I think this is a mixer ready to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, we had one of those. We had a round like a matchup like that last time.
Yep.
that was, boy, if you combine these, they'd be great.
Exactly.
And I agree with that, but we're not doing that. And Hammonds and I are going to agree to disagree on this one. I don't think it was one note. I got a nice savory, salty flavor. I did get a little bit of a tomato-based flavor.
Me too.
Then the chili hit me, and once the heat hits, then all the other notes go away. It's just the heat hanging with you.
Yeah.
But I got nice flavor immediately, where I didn't get enough heat and what I wanted out of Matthew Ramsey's. So I'm going with Devil Baby.
Oh, Justin, the weight of the world rests upon your shoulders.
Did you already vote?
He already voted.
I went Devil Baby.
Yeah.
You went Devil
Yeah,
Baby.
so
Yeah.
it's 3-1
Well, it's
Devil Baby.
3-1.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
the
once
deciding
again the
vote there.
lone stander on one of these.
Well, that brings us to the end of that second part of the first round. Join us again. We'll be doing this again tomorrow, 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock. We're going to have Josh Phillips Trio come back and perform a couple of songs for you here in a second. And yeah, if you'd like to go, if you're looking at this through IamAVL, you can go ahead and you can tip the chefs that are also part of this as well through IamAVL. Which is really cool. Again, a shout out to our sponsors. We got Wicked Weed. Thanks for coming in today. We have Bhramari coming in tomorrow. Awesome. Highwire was in earlier on, and we also have Highland Brewing Company coming in tomorrow as well, with music from Jeff Santiago and Steve Brett tomorrow. Anyone have anything they want to finish with?
Yeah. Just one closing note. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for everyone today. We had a bunch of great hot sauces. We had tough decisions to make. And for everyone watching, like he said, if you want to support these local chefs and individuals that have made these sauces, please do, and kick in something for these musicians that are helping us out. I love Josh and those guys. And also, for all of y'all that made the sauces, if you used local ingredients, which I'm sure many of you did, most of you did, shout out to where you got the produce. Tell us where, few people have, but let us know what farm you went to get these chilies or these ramps or certain other things. Let us know where you picked it up, because I've always been an advocate of farm to table and supporting local farms and produce purveyors all across the area. So please let us know, if you haven't already, where you picked that stuff up from. So thank you very much, everyone. Look forward to getting back to it tomorrow. And my mouth is still burning. In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Josh, you want to take it away?
All right, again, we're the Cargin Quarantine Band. We all live together on Cargin Avenue, so we got together to do this. We've been listening to a bunch of Nirvana at the house, so we decided today to do this one. I'm not like them, I can't pretend the sun is gone, I haven't lied, the day is done, I'm having fun, I think I'm done, maybe just happy, think I'm just happy, think I'm just happy, think I'm just happy. cheap. Lesson learned. Wish me luck. Soothe the burn. Wake me up. I'm not like them. I can't pretend. The sun is gone. I haven't lied.